Hi to all. Now we are going to see partnership accounting in advanced financial accounting. In that we are going to see admission of a new partner first. So what reconstitutions, meaning of reconstitutions. We know that the partnership is an agreement between two or more peoples for sharing a profit of a business carried out on by all or any of them acting for all. We already know that it's an agreement between the parties. The parties may be two or more who agreed upon to share their profit as well as their loss in a business which they are going to carry out. The terms and conditions of these partnerships will be there in the agreement. If there is any change in the existing agreement amount to reconstitutions of the partnership firm, which means there is any changes in the existing agreement, the agreement which already made the parties, that will result in the end of existing agreement and the new agreement comes into being. Now we are going to see the modes of a reconstitution of a partnership. In what circumstances this reconstitutions will arise in the partnership firm. First, admission of a new partner. When a new partner comes into the business joining with their old partners. The next is a retirement of an existing partner. Next, change in profit sharing ratio. For example, if there is a two partners doing a business agreed upon of sharing their profit and losses in the ratio of 50:50, which means equal sharing. In course of time, if the partner A, for example, two partners A and B, so partner A brings an additional capital for the business and partner B doesn't bring, and they agreed upon to increase their profit sharing ratio. For example, that 50:50 might be increased to 60:40. That is based on the agreement. So then there will be a change in profit sharing ratio. In that time the reconstitutions will take place. And the final one is a death of a partner. When a partner is dead, then it takes place. Next we are going to see the admission of a new partner. What is the admission of a new partner? Inclusion of a new person as a partner to an existing firm is called admission of a partner. The partner who joins this business is called as incoming partner. He is coming in. Okay, so he is called as incoming partner or a new partner. For example, there are two persons who jointly doing a business, that is in a partnership business, A and B, where C is a person who coming new to the business with some capital. Then that C is called as incoming partner. What are the rights of an incoming partner? For acquisition, the right to share the asset, that is for the incoming partner. Here C is a new incoming partner. If C want to acquisitions of the right to share the asset, the new partner has to bring an agreed amount of capital. For the right to share of the partnership firm, the new partner is required to bring some amount. That amount is called as premium or is shares of goodwill. So to own the rights of the shares, the asset, the person, the new partner C, has to bring some amount, capital, into the business. Admission of a partner necessitates the following accounting adjustments in the books of the firm. So when a new partner comes in, there are some accounting adjustments will be taken place. Here the first one is ascertainment of new profit sharing ratio. take an example as A and B are the partners, as C comes in. So A and B are sharing their profit and losses in the ratio of 60:40. If a new partner C is come in, so then the sharing ratio will be changed. It won't be like 60:40. It might be like this 50, 40, 30 and 30. So for this, the second one, we have to sacrifice. Who will sacrifice? The existing partner, the two partners A and B will sacrifice some profit in their ratio. That is called calculation of sacrificing ratio. And the third one is we have to reevaluate the assets. We have to reevaluate the assets and reassess the liabilities for the current year. The assets and liabilities are there from the starting, so we have to reevaluate it for at the time of admission of a new partner. Fourth one is a distribution of a reserve and accumulated profit or loss. Then treatment of goodwill. If there is any adjustments in goodwill, we have to calculate it. And finally, adjustments in capital. New profit sharing ratio. So what is new profit sharing ratio? New profit sharing ratio is the ratio in which all the partners share the future profit and losses. This is what we see in the previous slides. So they are going to share the profit and losses for the future. So for that we have to calculate new profit sharing ratio. Then what is sacrificing ratio? This is also we saw in the previous slide itself. The ratio in which the old partners sacrifice or surrender their share of profit in favor of incoming partner is called sacrificing ratio. So they sacrifice or surrender for what? For the incoming partner, and that is called as sacrificing ratio. Then they will get a new profit sharing ratio. To calculate sacrificing ratio, the formula is sacrificing ratio is equal to old ratio minus new ratio. Next is a revaluation of account. So we are going to reevaluate the assets and liabilities of the business while the admission of a partner. Why? To know the exact value, true value of profit and losses which arise therefrom. So a revaluation account is a nominal account prepared to bring the asset and liabilities of the firm to their true value and to find out the profit or losses arising therefrom. So here are some of the journal entries for revaluation account. For increase in the value of asset account debtors to revaluation account. For decrease in the value of asset, revaluation account debtors to asset account. For increase in the value of liability, revaluation account debtors to liability. For decrease in the value of liability, liability account debtors to revaluation account. For recording unrecorded assets, asset account debtors to revaluation account. For recording unrecorded liability, then revaluation accounts debtors to liability account. For transferring profit on revaluation, revaluation accounts debtors to old partners capital account. For transferring loss on revaluations, then old partners capital account is debtors to revaluation account. Now this is the performer for revaluation account. So debit and credit sides are there. In debit side, if there is any decrease in value of asset, so if there is any decreases, we have to debit it, and if there is any increase in the reassessment of liabilities, we have to debit it. And if we have any gain on revaluations, then it comes under debit side as a capital account. In credit side, it was increase in the value of asset and decrease in the value of reassessment of liabilities. Then if there is any loss, it comes under credit side as a capital account. So adjustments for reserve and other accumulated profit and losses. The incoming partner is not entitled to any share in the accumulated profit or losses of the business appearing in the balance sheet on the date of admissions, which means he is not eligible to take or any share in the profit or losses of business when the date of admissions. The balance appearing in the form of reserve or profit or loss account, the balance should be transferred to the capital account of old partners in their old partners sharing ratio. That too not the new profit sharing ratio. It has to be transferred, the balance amount as a reserve or profit or loss account balance. It has to be transferred to old partners. For example, in this case we see some examples of two partners and C is the new partner. So it is been transferred to partner A and partner B in their old partners ratio. Okay, here we are not supposed to calculate, we are not supposed to take new partner sharing ratio. So we have one sum for a journal entry. Mr. Ram and Mr. Kumar are partners in a business with the capitals of rupees 2 lakhs and 1 lakhs respectively. They decided to admit Mr. Babu as a new partner in the firm with a capital of rupees 80,000. So we are supposed to pass the journal entries for the capital account brought by Mr. Babu. Here see, there are two partners, Ram and Kumar, who started a business with a capital of 2 lakhs and 1 lakhs. In between, Mr. Babu has joined as a new partner. He is an incoming partner with a capital of rupees 80,000. So the journal entry is cash accounts data to capital account, that is to Mr. Babu's capital account. What will be the narrations? Since Mr. Babu bought a capital of rupees 80,000 into the new business, right? So we will see some more sums in the upcoming videos. Thank you for share it to your friends. If you doesn't subscribe the channel so that you will get an updates whenever the new videos is being posted into my channel. Once again, thank you for watching.